Guys, it is official. I know many of you, including myself, have been waiting for this day for probably close to 2 years now. Ever since ARRMA released their first mini basher, the ARRMA Kraton Grom, hundreds and hundreds of people have been requesting that ARRMA make a Kraton Grom. Today, that request has come true. After nearly 2 years of waiting, I am pleased to announce to you that ARRMA have officially made a mini ARRMA Kraton.
Rising up, back on the street, did my time, took my chances, went the distance, now I'm back on my feet, just a man and his will to survive.
So basically what we're going to do is I'm going to jump on the computer and basically run through the website, the video and all that sort of thing. And yeah, we're going to have a good look at the car and I'll show you guys what I think of it. There's definitely some stuff that I want to talk about because there are some key differences between the Kraton Mini and the rest of the Grom lineup. Thank you very much for watching. Let's get into the video. Alright, so here we are on the ARRMA home screen, as you can see here of their website. You can see all of the cars here. So obviously it comes in red, I believe it's called the blue colour, and then the pink and teal and the green. It's worth noting right now that the red one does not come with a battery and charger, whereas all the other ones does. I'm not really sure why they do that. Maybe because if you want to put your own battery on, but either way, that's how it is. And also right now, if you pre-order the green one from ARRMARC.com, you get 2 batteries with it. So we'll head over to new releases and go down to Kraton. So as we can see, it's a 1/16 scale, which I believe is the same size as the ARRMA Mojave Grom. And it says here Mini Kraton, which is actually a new lineup for ARRMA. They have the Groms and all of the other 10th scale, 8th scale, 5th scale, all those guys, right from 6S down to 2S. But yeah, this one is the Mini. So I'm guessing the first of maybe a few mini sizes. It's in between the Grom and the 10th scale. So we can see it right here, obviously. I love the look of it actually. Whoever did the graphics, if you're watching this, you did an insane job. Got some photos here. And then here we are onto the actual truck. So it's got the aluminium shocks, which look very, very nice, color coded. The metal's coded for each car. Has the steel center chassis brace, I believe they're called, color coded again for each car, which will help strengthen up the chassis. Here's the clipless body mounting, which is a new design. You just push this button and I slide it forward, I believe, and apparently it just pops off. So we'll see how that goes, because clipless bodies are usually a bit hit and miss. To my experience, clipless is good on crawlers, but for bashers just stay with the body pins. My experience with the ARRMA Mojave Grom was really good, and I love that clipless body. It's such a good one. So we'll see if ARRMA can do it again with this one. But I've heard quite a bit actually of negative feedback from their other clipless bodies. Shocks, they've got these little dirt protector things, just like the Kraton 4S and all the other ones. Here's the motor. It's a 3000 kV motor, I believe. And then they also have a new battery tray, which looks suspiciously like another battery tray that I've seen from a different company. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. Maybe you guys will understand what I'm getting at. But yeah, this is a rather familiar looking design, that big flat plastic arm that goes down over it. Anyway, I believe they used it on the Gorgon and Quake Grom. So you put the battery in and it just slides down and you lock it into place. So that should work nice. It runs on a 3S LiPo battery, and I'm actually not sure if you can run 2S, because I'll explain why in a minute. It has the nice alloy parts that the Groms have. Here's a view top down from the inside with the little cover removed. And I was very interested and kind of surprised actually, because it has a center diff. So this really surprised me. I don't know why, it just didn't really occur to me, but they've put a center diff in this one, which I think will be quite nice. So personally, I would have just left that how the all the other Groms are, just one solid pinion. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Another view from here. That wing looks indestructible, I've got to say. As you can see here, they've used the same tub chassis design, I believe it's called, that they used in the Quake and Gorgon Grom, and also the big Kratons have that sort of design too. So max speed is 50 mile an hour, and I was saying about whether I don't know if it's going to run batteries, so we need to talk about this. They've introduced this new thing called Power Guard, where basically on the old cars you have a little switch, and they have 50, 75 and 100% throttle. So that will limit the throttle. So if you're giving the car to a friend who's not as experienced in driving as you, flick the switch down to 50%, it'll cut the power in half, so it won't be able to go as fast, and he's got less chance of crashing and breaking it. Whereas now, they're like, oh, well, if you put the switch down, then your friend can just, once he works out it's just a switch, he can just flick it straight back up and then away he goes. So they've come up with this new idea where, as you can see right here, there's this little plug. So basically when the plug is in, it'll go to the max speed 50 mile an hour. When the plug is out, the max speed it'll go is 30 mile an hour. So it's basically more secure to stop your friend from speeding up the car. But the main thing that I'm really worried about is what happens if that plug comes out when you crash. Say you're driving along, hit a jump, crash, impact runs through the whole thing, and that little plug pops out, but the car lands on its wheels. The plug is still rattling around inside, so you drive the car back to you to maybe check for damage, or you don't, you just keep driving it. But then the plug's fallen out and it's rattling around inside, and then you're like, well, hold up, why is it suddenly not very fast? And then you're like, oh no, the plug must have come out, and now you've got to search the whole area that you've been driving for where that plug has rattled around in the body and then fallen out. And if you're driving in grass or bark or something, there's no way you're going to find a tiny little plug. And then what are you going to do? No plug? Well, you're going to have to buy another plug, and you're not going to be able to go 50 mile an hour for the rest of your driving. So I just feel like that could be a really, really big flaw. Obviously, I may be completely wrong, and the plug may be secured in, but just looking at it, somehow I feel like that may come out. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'll be curious to see what happens. While we're talking about electronics, the battery is that comes with them, obviously the ones that come with the blue, green and teal models, because the red one doesn't have them, but the batteries are a 2000 milliamp 3S. It's still got the DSC, the dynamic stability control, which is basically just a gyro function sort of thing, which when you go around the corners, it'll, turns the gyro on and it'll let the power off a little bit, just helps you driving a little bit. Just notice this little part here, it says desert truck. I'm guessing that was put in from the Mojave Grom, because down here it says that it's a monster truck. While we're down here, here's obviously the stats, which you can see down here. You can pause it here, or you can go to the ARRMA website and check it out yourself. More photos of it here. Obviously it's 4-wheel drive, and here is all of the colours again. Here's another photo of it next to the big 8-scale Kraton. Oh, one other thing I almost forgot to mention is the tyres. They are the D-Boots Copperhead 2 tyres, which are, just basically shrunk down versions of the big Kraton's tyres. Alright, I hope that was useful for everyone. ARRMA, if you're watching this, thank you so much. I've been waiting for this for absolutely ages, so thank you so much for releasing this. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. We'll see you in the next video.